Aloha, my name is Larissa and I'm the owner of Be Happy Hawaii, and this is a cool Sunday morning. It's about 8 a.m. I have the house to myself and all I feel like doing is painting a coconut. Now, not a ton involved in painting a coconut. You get a coconut, you get some paint and paint on it. But there are a few things that I've learned over the years in painting coconuts, especially if you want to mail them. So that's what I'm mostly going to be showing you in this video. So here are the materials you're going to need. A coconut. I have my palette, paint brushes. I use acrylic paints. There's really no need for oil. And pencil and eraser to sketch it out if you want to first. I also have my laptop here with some drawings. I'm going to be painting a Jackson chameleon on this coconut. When painting text, paint pens are way better, and for doing more detailed parts of the drawing, paint pens really come in handy. Nice, solid, straight line. But the ones that came out the best, that I like the most, are the ones that are just illustrations. Here, just painted a pineapple and a coconut. My landlord had given me a white pineapple that he grew when it was sitting there on my kitchen table looking so pretty, and I just had to paint it. Now, one thing I didn't mention in materials that you will probably want is some kind of finish to paint over the coconut after you're done. You see here, I didn't paint the finish on it at first, and so there are these areas where the paint is chipping off. You can use gesso, not gesso, Mod Podge. That's the most common one, and it comes in matte and gloss finish, or just a can of polyurethane or whatever you want to finish the coconut if you're afraid of it chipping off. Now, first thing you want to do is find a good coconut, and this is the important thing. When looking for a good coconut, you want there to be a pretty flat. A lot of coconuts are going to have this in them, this drying out part. And so most coconuts, when they dry out, they start to crack like this. And some of them will actually, you'll be able to tell that they're being eaten by bugs. Now, if you are painting this for yourself or to just hand to somebody, just make sure there's some kind of nice flat surface to paint on. And this one has a nice fun texture on the background. Some of them don't so much, like this guy over here is kind of more just like a gray, whereas this one has a nice different shades of brown and speckles on it. So I like these coconuts. These were from a bay down very south in a town called Ocean View. There's a hike out to a beach there, and that's where these coconuts came from. And then before you start painting on a panel, you really have to set it down and see where it sits, because some of them are going to sit curved down like this, and you're not going to want to paint on that side. You would want to paint on this side. And especially if you want to paint a design like my pineapple, make sure you have a coconut that can stand up on its own, because a lot of them can't, and then you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a pineapple sitting on its side, and that's a little silly. Now, if you are going to be mailing your coconuts, which I do a lot to family in Pennsylvania, I don't know about international mailing. You're going to have to look into that yourself. Sorry for the roosters. They are ridiculous. We have 5 of them in our yard. They just go roaming around all day long, not just in the morning. Okay, so when you're finding a coconut, it's really important to find ones that are as pristine as possible. This little dried up part would be a little bit iffy, because what you're going to do is, after you paint it and seal it, I highly recommend sealing it if you're going to mail it, you're going to take it to the airport. And all of the airports have USDA offices. The Kono Airport is the one I go to because that is the closest to me, and their office is very close to the cell phone parking lot. Before you hit any of the terminals, there is a building. You walk right into the building, and immediately on the left is the USDA office. I forgot how I even found the information for that. I think I just showed up at the airport and kept asking people until someone eventually showed me where it was. And they're really nice in there, and usually there's somebody that can help you right away. And you just show them the coconut. You want to bring it in your box. I mail it USPS, but whatever box you want, already sealed up except for the top, and bring packing tape with you and whatever you need to pack it into your box. I highly recommend filling the box, stuffing it with newspaper and some cardboard, because boxes just get destroyed if there's any kind of space inside your box around the item that's in your box. It usually collapses when I mail it back. So you bring your box, you bring packing tape, you bring your coconut, you bring everything as if you were bringing it to the post office to mail. And then you hand the coconut to the guy at the USDA, and he will look all over the coconut. He'll look at these cracks, he will pick this area up in here and make sure that there is nothing living inside here. Best thing to do is just to really make sure you have a dried up coconut, and that has the fewest amount of cracks or none at all as possible. When they're this dried up, sometimes I've been told that you don't even need that USDA stamp on it because it's dead. But after you go through all that effort to paint a coconut and you're going to mail it, I figure I might as well just stop at the airport and have this done, since it's a free service, before I mail the coconut. So after they check the coconut, they will want you to put it in the box, seal it up in front of them, and then they will put stamps all over the box. And then you take it and take it to the post office. So that's why you need the tape and everything, or else they won't stamp the box. Now that's not to say they don't have no idea if you open that box up after you take it with you, but then I guess the post office might see that it's been sealed and opened and then sealed again. I don't really recommend painting on your lap in the leather chair, but it's Sunday and this is where I feel like painting, so this is where I'm going to paint, and nobody is home to yell at me. This is dude. I do. Don't get your drawer. Go. 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 Now. And that's it. Now, you can mail just a coconut. You do not have to put your coconut into a box. But when I went to the post office to do this, the lady highly suggested that I put it in a box. And the reason is that when you mail the coconut, you put the sticker with the address on it, and you can staple it to the coconut to make sure it sticks, or use a lot of tape. But it's still going to get thrown all over the place. So there's a good chance that the paint's going to get scratched and all those things. It is really fun to have just a coconut in your mailbox along with a whole bunch of letters. But it's up to you whether you want to take the chance of mailing it and having it get kind of messed up. Thanks for watching. Aloha.